Hi.
How you doing, Mommy dearest?
I'm doing okay. Just checking up on everything. I was to let you know I'm about to get ready to go clean this truck out.
Oh, I just did mine the other day. Lord, feel
Oh Lord, mine ain't
the
that.
floor.
Mine ain't that. Yeah, I know, right? Mine ain't that bad, but I gotta get it done.
She didn't tell you how much I love what she wrote with me.
No, she ain't said about your car.
Everything in the back.
I know that's right.
I'm so sorry. I'm really trying to
You can't help it. At least you honest and be tossing that. Girl, at least you honest. I know I gotta clean mine out, so I'm gonna clean mine out and wash it. I'm gonna be tired by the time I'm done.
Yeah, I just gotta wash mine. I cleaned it out yesterday back there. So
And I know that's right. Y'all close? Y'all all three close tonight?
Yeah, and Nate did wait till
Oh, okay.
Should get out here early. It's slow.
You said that last night. y'all been in here late last night.
I kept with the drum roll and took the I ain't caught the dog.
Oh man, that's why you been so late. But well, y'all take y'all time. Y'all know I'll be outside. But I'm about to go clean out this truck. I'll see you later. What you say, little girl? What? What? Nope.
You don't?
Nope.
Where's that?
It ain't nine.
I can't find mine.
Well, I gotta go to the store and get some. I'll go to the store and get some. I'm about to go get an energy drink so I can clean this truck out.
I got one.
The truck ain't bad because I had cleaned out the second day the kids. I gotta put air in that tire right there. And I'm gonna take
It's
a.
hot.
It is. I'm gonna go take her to get her washed and just clean out the little bit of trash that they got in the back. They only got a little bit back there.
You got a green screen on?
I got a G string on.
A green screen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'm going back to work. But it's hot.
But I get your ass in there if you get fired. You stink, dusty booty little
I
girl.
don't get fired.
There you is. Look at your
No,
butt.
they always
You got like your back and shit hurt when your ass.
My bad. Look at this door. It's not supposed to be.
I go through the window. Go on back in there and work, man. You not making no sense. You gonna go around for?
It was crawling all on me. Yeah. Crawling between my legs.
Yeah, I'm having a peaceful day. I'm having a peaceful day right now. I'm about to go clean this truck out. Go grab me some food and go do something with myself. All right, y'all ladies have a good day. All right. Hi. Yeah, I gotta clean out my truck. Don't touch my truck. Woo. I'm in a good mood, but I jumped on the live right quick because I'm about to jump off the live to let y'all know I did a YouTube video. I think it just uploaded. Just thanking everybody who got stuff off the wish list and not trying to be funny when they purchase the stuff off the wish list for the kids. But I just jumped on to let y'all know thank y'all for the stuff off the wish list for whoever they buying for. I don't know who buying for what, but I just seen Jessica posted 2 boxes on the Read app or her Snapchat or something. Somebody send it to me. People always sending me stuff every day, so I'm just like looking at it and be like, okay, well, whatever, however, whoever, whatever she doing it. Every time you turn around, I guess I'm the person in this alone that everybody's sending everything to me. So I'm just letting you know, Jessica, everything that you're posting, that you're doing, and you screenshot, and you're doing whatever, I hope you know who you're dealing with, because everybody shows me everything. So, I mean, ain't like ain't nothing to hide, but at the end of the day, woman to woman, me and you both knows this. My kids are at your house. Haywood is there. You can always pick up the phone, call me, woman to woman. And since they was there, you have not picked up the phone and contact me directly as a woman, and talk to me like we normally used to talk. So I feel like if it's necessary, anything you need to talk about, Haywood got my number. Kaya got my number. Call me on the phone. We can talk. Because I feel like it's more woman enough for us to come together than being on the internet talking and doing certain things because it's not necessary. So, just like I said, I know you're probably watching the live. Inbox me. Call me on TikTok, whatever. Inbox me on TikTok. That's the only way you can get through to me. or you can ask Haywood to let you text me or whatever, and let's talk about what we need to talk about, because we have not talked since my kids was there, and I feel like it should not be no animosity or nothing going on between me and you, because my kids are in y'all care, in his care, in your house at this time. So just like I said, just hit me up, Messenger, Facebook, whatever. I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't got no problem with him and what y'all doing. I feel like it's not wrong because y'all want to get stuff for the kids. It's fine. I don't care. But I do thank people at the end of the day for getting stuff for my children. So um ain't no love law, ain't no love loss on that at all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My phone is really dribble dropping. I don't know why it's doing that. Thank y'all for the gifts. My phone is lagging. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get gas in this bitch. People coming back about this damn job. All right, so now I got the green screen off because I'm about to get ready to ride down the road or whatever. Um, you bought some socks on there for the girls. Oh, thank you. I had everything they need here at the house. I bought it out of Roses, and I was gonna give it to him, but when he had an attitude that night and he said what he said, I just left it alone. So I feel like it was necessary for him to do Amazon wishes for my kids. It's fine. I mean, I ain't tripping. I guess because he wanted to come to the house or whatever. I guess he didn't want to come down here and get it from me. So I feel like what they doing is what they doing. I'm not mad about anything because if it's something to do towards my kids, that's perfectly fine. But I already told him I had the underwears and socks that he needed for Leah and Kaya and Kira. I guess I'll just leave it at my house because it's still in my house in a bag on top of my refrigerator, and I was gonna take it down to him this weekend when I go see the girls. But sometimes people just so big headed and just want to do things on their own. So I'm not really gonna go out there and be running behind him trying to get him to get the stuff. If that's what they're doing, then fine, so be it. They want to buy underwears, they want to buy pull-ups, they want to buy anything for the kids. I truly appreciate it. So I mean, I'm not tripping off nothing. I'm not gonna even sit up here and worry about anything like that because people send stuff to me every day about something about this Amazon wish list, or she's on Snapchat, or he's doing. People send stuff to me every day about something about this Amazon wish list, or she's on Snapchat, or he's doing this and he's saying that, and they saying Leah saying this, and it is fucking crazy how the world can dwell in somebody else's life and which make it out of drama. Like they turn it into drama. Like they try to make it a drama. Let me turn my car off because I don't have that much gas in here to be running it. But they try to make everything out of drama. Like they try to just seem like everything just gotta evolve around negative every time. And me personally, I'm tired right now. I'm really tired, but I'm in a good mood. Me personally, I just ain't gonna think about life on a whole nother perspective because all I can think about is I've been researching, looking for houses and places to move lately, and trying to find someplace else to move in a different city lately. So since everything was going on around here, I'm not trying to have another damn situation with no crazy crap going on. And you don't want to make your situation bigger than what it is, especially when you go on a worldwide platform and you go out there and you just basically talking to people about certain things, or people asking questions because they want to come to the source themselves. Yeah, he didn't have much until now. Um, So basically, I just be like me personally. I get on this app. I still, come up here and talk to y'all about certain things. People ask about the kids. I let them know the kids are fine and let them know, I'm taking day by day. I'm taking baby steps, basically. I'm taking step by step. I talked to Nana this morning. She's in a good mood. She's happy. She's laughing, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, God does things for a reason. And I feel like the reason why he probably did this is to let me see the people that I thought I had in my corner, I really don't have in my corner because I don't understand what my kid's daddy got going on. I'm outside and the flies flying around me because it's hot out here. It's real hot. And I'm about to get ready to clean this car out. So I just jumped on the live just to talk to you guys a little bit. But some people just jump on this live just to see what I got to say or see what I got going on and try to make something out of nothing. And some people just get on the live just to see how I'm doing today, or just to see how the kids doing, and I truly appreciate that. But it's just all funny games, It's just how people. No, I haven't FaceTimed the kids since they was there. I talked to him on the phone. That's about it. But everything's starting to be a little different. I ain't never thought he was like that, but yeah, I'm getting everything right the way I need to and get the hell out of this city. That's what I'm working on. It's a lot. I'm gonna say this on my lives. I meant to say it last night. It's not easy. It's not a cup of tea. It's not a walk through a park just to say you can pack your shit and leave with 9 children. You can't. It's gonna be damn hard to try to pack all our stuff up and leave as soon as I get them back, to move in a different city, to have a different environment for them. But I can say I know what I'm capable of doing to make sure they are safe and make sure we got a safe environment. You know what I'm saying? So people acting like it's easy just to say we can pick up and move. Now, if I had the help that I need to move, yeah, that's different. Like, let's say I had the damn housing got approved, because I did apply for that, or we got approved for a housing, they don't do credit checks and background checks and all that stuff like that, then, I can possibly move faster. But nowadays, most of these places that you're moving in really, my nose itching. Again, really, you got to have credit checks. They do credit checks and they do rental history, which my rental history is not bad, at all. And my credit is not bad at all either. Oh, shit, I was supposed to go pick up that money today. Let's go pick up that fucking money today. God damn, I forgot I was supposed to go pick up that money. Let's go pick up that fucking money today. God damn, I forgot I was supposed to go pick up that money. Because I'm broke as hell. I was going to pick up that money. Because I'm broke as hell right now. Oh, I forgot. Oh, if I was supposed to go pick up that money, I got to call the lady back. See if I can do it Monday. Shit, I forgot. Damn, I forgot I was supposed to go pick up that money. Anyways, y'all just remind me when somebody said something in the comments. I don't need no money. I'm just doing what I gotta do. I'm just saying I was supposed to go pick up some money from this lady that I helped out the other day. She said she had my back. God damn it. I'll probably go pick it up. I hate these little white bumps. I'll probably go pick it up before 5, because I gotta clean my truck out. I had totally forgotten. It's already 3:41. It's gonna take me about an hour and a half to get to her. What happened overnight? I've been applying for jobs. I'm not trying to work no way in this area. And everybody know who I am and know where I'm working and whatever. Oh, God, so fucking hot. I'm sitting in the truck talking to y'all on the damn live. Hey, Rudy, how you doing? How everything going? I got a big bump on my nose. Look at it. Big one, too. I'm doing good today. Blessed to be alive. I was up late last night looking at movies on TV. That Down Whatever movie was good as fuck. I was looking at it. I ain't been eating nothing lately, child. I like that night y'all see me ate that salad. I only ate a little bit of it. I haven't ate nothing all day today. I haven't even drank nothing yet, but I'm about to go get me some Gatorade, and then I'm gonna get me an energy drink. But I ain't been eating nothing lately. My pressure, I need to go check that, because it still seems like it's high. But no, I haven't been eating like I supposed to. You know when you basically got a lot going on, or you stressed out, or something's going on inside your mind. You really can't really eat and think like that. You know what I'm saying? You really can't eat and think like that. You just living life right now. I mean, some people can just go by their day and act like ain't nothing going on. But me personally, I got a lot going on. Big ass bump on my fucking nose. I hope he get back well. I hope everything go well with him. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. I hope he get back well and everything works out. What's the WIA program? What's that? What's that program? Hey, Naya, she at work. Oh Lord, we miss y'all too. Everything gonna work back out and everything gonna fall back into place. It just damn the way this stuff went down. It was just crazy because, like I said, I ain't doing nothing wrong to hurt nobody. So I'm a damn good mother. That's all I know. Shit, what is this on my fucking eye? You don't need to be sorry about nothing. Hey Terry. Hey T. No, I'm not used to being alone. You're right about that. I'm not used to being alone, and this is temporary. I guess they feel like it was necessary for me to have some time to myself. I guess the people that was going back reporting me about me abusing my children, guess feel like I needed time to be alone. I don't need no time to be alone at all, because I have enough alone time when they go to sleep. It's quiet. It's quiet. It's too quiet, and there's nothing really going on because the kids are not around. So hell, I guess that give him time to spend time with his kids too for a whole damn month. Well, it about to be a half a month, because I'm telling you now, the way God got things going, this damn month doesn't fly. Everything just going by so fast. The day down Wednesday already. I said, well, damn. They birthday coming up and Papa. I got to get them set for their birthday. Nah. Jessica ain't talked to me since my kids was there, and I haven't talked to her, and I don't know. I shouldn't be the one to have to pick up the phone first and have to call and try to talk to her. It should be the other way around, because my kids are in her house, so I ain't even going to address her. Oh, I'm not going to even address her on my live, because I don't want nobody to feel like I'm talking about them and it be a big argument, and my kids will be in their household, so I don't got nothing against that girl. I don't know, like I don't have no animosity against her, nothing like that. Like I just said on the live, she want to call and contact me, it's fine. If she want to speak, it doesn't even matter. I mean, they doing the right thing by having an Amazon wish list. If they feel like it's necessary for the kids, I'm not going against that. But I am going against the $5,000 donation for the children, because that's just ridiculous and dumb, stupid to do a $5,000. I could see if it was less than that. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get help to get your bills paid in your house, or he trying to get a cell phone bill paid, that's a difference. Or you trying to just get money just to do what you want to do with it. That's different. But I ain't cop blocking on that either. But the Amazon wish list, hell, more power to it. They want to add on there and put stuff on there for the kids. It's helping my children. It's not helping me. It's benefiting them. So I'm not gonna sit up there and be like, no, don't take it down. No, that's them. You want to get help? Go ahead. I ain't stopping you. Because if it's going to them, thank you guys for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing I can say to make nobody stop. That's people money. That's what they want to do. If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll know exactly what's going on. I get tired of explaining it on my live every 5-10 minutes. But yeah, they got an Amazon wish list out and a $5,000 GoFundMe. And a lot of people were saying the same thing. Nika, is the kids. They see that you was on TikTok. I be hearing this a lot, and people be inboxing me a lot. I be hearing this a lot. They be like, Nika, they want the kids because they see that you was on TikTok. Basically, TikTok famous is what they saying. Not with the blue check mark, of course. But they saying they see that they see that you was living good with the kids. People was buying the kids pizzas, and they was giving you money for the kids. They see all of the help that you was getting for the kids, that they wanted that. Me personally, in my eyes, I'm just sitting up here looking at everything like, I don't know. Like, God will reveal everything, whatever the case may be, and however. I'm not dwelling in all that shit. Man, I got too much going on with my health and my life right now. So I'm just trying to be a humble human being with everybody. I'm trying to just be who I am. You know what I'm saying? Not worry about everybody else and their problems. He said, I wasn't asking for $5,000. No, but when I was pregnant with Syasia, everybody was telling me, because my bills and everything was piling up when I was pregnant with my baby girl. They was telling me to go on there and do a GoFundMe for bills and help with certain things. So I did do a GoFundMe one time for me and the kids and for the bills, but that thing ain't work out for me. So nobody was donating. Somebody did donate, but I don't think I got that. But yeah, I did do a GoFundMe one time, because everybody was telling me, Nico, why don't you just do a GoFundMe for you and the bills, since everything falling. And I was pregnant with Saeed and everything was falling. So I know I did it because of being pregnant with Saija. I wasn't working and I had a lot going on and the bills was collapsing at one time, and I had to do what I had to do as a mother to try to see if I could get help, and nobody really donated to the app, and nobody really. One person said 20, one person said 10. Well, I never got it, so I only do things if it's to help benefit my children. So I didn't really get that when I did the GoFundMe, but I did it for a good cause. Yeah, 5,000 is a lot. I look at that shit like, what? When I seen it, I was like, God damn, 5,000. Woo wee, that's like for the light bill, the water bill, rent if they got it, car insurance. That's a bit much of money. Like I look at that shit like 5,000. That was a lot of money. And when somebody sent it to me, I didn't address him or her about the thing. I just looked at it and been like, Lord Jesus, what is going on in this world? Cause all I could see. My hair is done, but I got a bonnet on. My hair done. I gotta do my edges. My hair is completely done. I got the stuff on my edges in my bag. I just didn't do it yet. People still been talking about the beds and stuff like that. Let me address something, okay? Let me say one thing, y'all. Let me say something right quick that I said last night. I'm looking in the camera when I say this, cause I'm in a good damn mood right now. Personally, honestly, DSS did not go out to this girl's house and see if she had beds in her house or not for my children, which I know they don't have beds because he buy air mattresses. Because I gave him some money the other day at the gas station. He said he needed to get an air mattress for the kids, and I gave him what I had left. And the kids see I hand him the money. I said, well, he said, I need an air mattress for the kids. I said, well, I ain't got much money on me. Here, take this. So I gave him what I had. But to be honest about the situation, y'all, DSS did not look in my home for beds, and they did not look in her home for beds. They didn't even go out to her house to see if my kids had beds. And that's the fishy part about the whole thing. Since the kids was in their care, they have not been out there yet. But I guess they probably going to go out there soon. But they were supposed to go out there from the beginning to make sure they had beds, food, and water running and stuff that they need there at the kid's girlfriend's house. I mean, daddy's girlfriend's house. That's her house. So personally, honestly, I don't know what she got in her house with them. I just know they got a bed in my house, and they got a couple air mattresses that I purchased for them when they come back home. Cause they big bed, I threw it out because they shit kept wetting the bed up, so I threw it away. And I cleaned up their room good for them, so when they get back, everything will be cold steady. But no, the lady did not go out there and see if they had beds, see if they had food, see if they had water and light. She didn't do none of that. She didn't check on none of that stuff when them kids first got out of the house. When Hayward came to me the second day and told me he needed to get an air mattress for the kids, I gave him some money that I had left. I only had a little bit left, and I gave it to him. I said, well, you probably can get one bed with this. But he's saying they didn't have no air mattress for the kids to lay on. And I was talking to him. I said they should have been able to come out there and check her home first before they placed the kids in there to make sure they had beds in the house and food and water. But she didn't do that. She didn't do that. She didn't do that at the girl house, and she didn't do it at the house where my babies are at, which is Naya's godmama house. Which I know Naya godmama house is clean and wealthy, and everything is good in her house for my kids. And at the time, Saeja was going over to my kids' Naya godmama house, which who I call mama. At the time she went over there, before DSS didn't even went out there and accessorate the house to make sure the baby had a bed to sleep in and none of that. So me being who I am as a parent, her net bed that I had that's like a little bassinet thing that she sleeps in, I wound up taking that up there to my kid's godmama, Naya godmama, for Nana, for Saeja to sleep in. So my thing is like this: if DSS really was on top of this case like they were supposed to be from the beginning, they would have made sure the kids had beds to sleep in, and they would have went out and checked these homes before they put them in there. They just put them in there and didn't think twice. But me being a mom and me dealing with DSS so many times, I know when something fishy and I know when something is wrong. I don't know where they sleeping at because I don't know. But me personally, I feel like this whole thing is wrong. I feel like it's a scam. I feel like it's not right because from the beginning, these kids been gone for 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks. and nobody have contact. No, none of the people where my kids are in the home at, nobody went out there and make sure they got beds, food, lights, water, nothing. The cases like went cold. So I'm just up here being who I am, making sure they got what they need and checking up on everything. Now, I don't know if Jessica and Hayward went up there and put air mattresses on the Amazon list, because I haven't went up there and look at Amazon. I'm sweating to death because I'm sitting in the car talking to y'all outside in the heat. I'm about to get ready to go clean this car. But I don't know if they got beds up there or what they got up there on that wish list. I haven't went and looked. I don't know what's going on. Nope, they have not checked in on the kids at all. At all. And I have been calling. I have asked Kaya. I have talked to Haywood that night. We got into it. He said no. He said I haven't talked to a caseworker or nothing. Nobody ain't doing. He kept saying I need support for the kids. I need help for the kids. I said, what so much help do you need for the kids when the kids just left my house and they had everything they need, and I just told you that I had everything. So that's the next day he made the Amazon wish list. So it's what it is. But nope, DSS have not done nothing on the case yet. They have not did the right thing by going out there, checking up on my children, making sure they were straight. They didn't check and see if they had beds. They didn't check none of that stuff when them kids first got out the house. They threw the baby to Naya's godmama's sister that day when everything was going down. They didn't check for her ID or nothing. She had to give them their ID because she could have took the baby and ran off with the baby when DSS was there. Like, they literally didn't even check her or nothing. They didn't check her house, nothing. It is I'll hand her the baby and she could have went, but she said what she did the right thing was to give them her ID and show them where she live at, so they could see, you know what I'm saying, where she lived and where the baby was gonna be at until Naya godmama got my baby. So it was a lot of fishy shit going on from the beginning. Yeah, I needed help and support from him the time I had all my kids with me, and most of the time I would call him. I know y'all know on my lives, the ones who follow me and watches my live heard me plenty of times say I called the kids daddy for money for the kids, and he would say he didn't have it. Or one time I think Leah needed something from school, or Kaya needed money for something, and I contacted him and he said he didn't have it, and I was like, well, damn, how I can't get the support I need while he's out, you know what I'm saying? So the state offered me to go ahead and take these papers that I have and put them on child support. Papers right here. So I got the paperwork. I got the paperwork for child support for all the children. Now that the case has gone beyond, cause they saying put him on child support for all the kids and this and that and the third. So I'm like, you know what? It's just a lot going on. Yep, y'all been on the live. Y'all know these things. Like, now it's to the point to where, like, when he was, and when their kids was contacting him and they couldn't get what they need, and now they in his care, he's just making it seem like I'm the bad person here. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why it make it seem like I'm the bad person here. Hey, Chocolate. He been on child support for only two of my children. Well, basically one, because I took him off for the other one. But personally, our personal business wasn't supposed to be out into the world. But since he wants to go out there and put things out there on me, I'm mentally, physically, and emotionally abusing my children. I couldn't believe that came out of his mouth. I was shocked about that. I was like, oh, wow, not the man I laid with for 11 years. That's crazy. Everybody saying I was being too nice to this man. I just got a kind heart. My grandma always told me I had a kind heart, yo. She always told me I was going to be blessed anyway. But regardless of the situation, yo, I just feel like this whole case thing is very fishy and it is not right. And I think something real cruel going on inside that DSS office. Because it's real fishy, like real fishy, because it just don't seem right. Any caseworker that's on the case was supposed to go out and make sure these kids had everything they need before placing them in anybody's home. But it was not properly done right, so. That's right. That's right. That's sad when you stuck up for him and you kept him protective. That is right. But he doesn't see that because he's trying to cover up with his little girlfriend or whatever. I don't know. But I did protect him in many ways as possible. I did been there for him when he needed me to be there, and I did kept a lot of things a secret for him. So I just know that the person that you so-called cared about, you turn your back on. So I don't trust anything anymore. I don't. And I did spoke highly of him. There's a lot going on legally right now. I don't know. I know that Amazon wishlist wasn't called for, and that $5,000 wasn't called for. But since people purchasing and buying things, I appreciate it. I have called DSS and I called the damn caseworker. I mean the supervisor over her. I contact them. I can't say the girl name, but I called them 3-4 times to go to the voicemail. So you know what I said? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lay back off the situation. I'm not gonna even say not a damn thing. I'm not gonna even call up there. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna sit back and give her the space that she needs to get this case closed by the end of September. I'm gonna give her to the end of September to get everything done, because me personally, I got so much shit on these people, it doesn't make no sense. Because everything that's going on from the beginning to now, it is not right. It's not right. It is not right. I'm going to keep saying I got rights, but this is not right, because it's fishy. No beds in their house. The kids complaining about they hungry. The text messages I have been receiving from Kaya, I don't receive them no more every day. When she called, text me and tell me, "Mommy, I love you. When I'm gonna see you." I have not received texts from Kaya in 2 days. It's been 2 days I have not talked to my baby. I text him this morning, said have the kids call me. I have not got no response from Leah, HJ, nobody. I have not talked to nobody. So I'm lost right now. No, they do not cook. She do not cook like I cook. She do not cook at all. If they cooked, it would have been, like big meals like I cook for my kids. Ain't nobody cooking in their house. No, just two of them have phone, Kira and Kaya, because they just had a birthday that I did a little birthday dinner at home. Girl, yeah, you gotta have records. You gotta have proof. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, with Hayward not working with me with the situation right now, it's like he going against me. My kid's godmother, Naya godmother, she's willing to be a witness on everything that's going on, because we both in this together, because she got my babies. And I have been calling and checking up on my babies and doing the FaceTime with Lena and Saeed, making sure they fine. I'm like the caseworker myself. I'm like a caseworker, because I'm like there every day. I'm here every day with my children. Like, I'm FaceTiming the babies. I'm talking and laughing with the babies. Even though Saeed don't talk, she sees, she looking at the phone. I'm making sure they clothed, making sure they got food, making sure everything good with them every day. And Mama can tell y'all, I call them every day and every other night to make sure they're fine, and checking up on my own children and screenshotting, with them and laughing and everything. And I go up there and I see them and I spend time with them. I'm making sure everything. I'm like a caseworker. Like, I'm doing everything on my own. Now with the kids, with the ones that was with Hayward, I don't know what's going on. When they first went, he was fine and dandy with everything. The second, third day, he was fine with everything. A week passed, everything started to fall off. Like, it wasn't no phone calls coming in for me. Nobody saying, I don't know. But anyways, I don't know. Have you ever think DSS worker told him not to have contact while the case is going on? They ain't never. No DSS worker can't tell no DSS worker can tell nobody they cannot have contact with the mother of the. No, hell no. They cannot do that. That's against the law. You cannot do that. No, she ain't never say nothing like that. I know she wouldn't say nothing like that. And if she did, she was wrong if she did. But no, she never said that. Oh, Lord, no. They can't do that. My nose itching again. Did the system spread them out for you, or did you make the decision? What the whole thing was? Let me make it brief, because since y'all asked the questions, because y'all coming to the source and I like that. The whole thing was, Hayward was down here within 15 minutes to get the kids. I don't know how he got down here so fast. when she came to the door, she never said when she first came to the door that the kids was going to be taken out of the home. She never said that. She did her talking towards Naya and said you was on somebody, well, she's saying that you was on IG or something like that, threatening me, this, that, and the third, da, 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 blah, blah, blah. She was going back and forth with Naya. Then she came out and said, let me see you burn, little boy. Like something like that. So Elijah would lift up his shirt. She showed him the burn, and I guess she seen the washcloth that I had with the tape around it because I had to get to the store that morning and I couldn't go nowhere because they popped up. And she seen it. She was like, so what happened? So she asked him what happened. He said, was your mama home? He nodded his head, yeah. I said, Elijah, don't sit there and tell that lie like that. Tell that lady where I've been. So I can go in there and pull the cameras now. So you ain't got to tell her no lie. And then they asked her, was Naya home? He said, yeah. Then I was like, no, I was at bingo the night that he got burned, whatever, da, 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 da. I got videos in my house. So after that, she started talking about the kids' well-beings. And then she seen a roach on the wall. I guess 1 or 2 roaches or something was on the wall. I don't know. And she said, what you gonna do about that? I said, do about what? Talking about the roach on the wall right there. Trying to be funny, I think. I was like, girl, lady, them people that came out here and spray my house for them roaches or whatever, you got to give them time to die. Because them people did come out there and spray for the roaches. The people that I rent from. I said, so they probably coming out trying to die, whatever they going to do. Well, I'm not worried about that. So then she started talking about the case, like with the false allegation, this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. And she was like, well, we're going to take the kids out of the house. I said, y'all ain't taking my kids nowhere. I said, I will hang myself like that. I said, because y'all ain't about to take my kids no fucking because I ain't did nothing wrong. I said, y'all can at least give me one more chance. That's what I said. I said, y'all can give me one more chance on what y'all trying to say that I'm doing or whatever. I said, because I go live to take care of my family. She was like, well, we got to take them out of the house today. Like that. It wasn't the girl doing the talking, the one that's over the case. It was a woman that was with her that day. She was doing all the talking. Not the one that was over the case. So she gave Naya the phone, told Naya to take a picture of the freezer and the baby clothes and the baby bed again. And that's all Naya did. Naya went inside, took a picture of the freezer and the baby bed and the clothes. I don't know why they did that. They did that before they say they was going to take the kids out of the home. So she's like, we're going to take the kids out of the house. I said, why? She said, we got 5 calls. We got 5 reports. 5 reports that said, no, she said we got 5 reports. We got 5 reports and we're getting all these phone calls coming in. She never said what the calls was about and the reports coming in. So I tried to pull up the Read app while they were standing there in my door. And I said, y'all going by false allegation? That's not right. That's what I told her. And she was like, well, we got to take them out of the house until we can figure out what is going on and see if all these false allegations are true or false. So I was like, no, something is not right. That's what I kept telling this lady. I said, something is not right. You can't just take my kids out of the house. If you've been lifting up their shirts every time she comes to the house. Every time she comes to the house, she would make sure she had them lift up their shirts, check them out, take pictures of them and everything. No bruises, no nothing on my children or nothing. Then she would ask them, did they get hit with a belt? And are they eating? That's the question she would ask my children when she came out. Are y'all being beat with a belt? And have y'all eaten? Are y'all eating? And so I would jump in. I would say, lady, look, you can go on my TikTok live on my YouTube channels on my TikTok, and you can look. See, I cook for my kids every day, and my followers most of the time buy pieces for them for snacks during the daytime. So she wasn't really listening. She wasn't really listening to nothing I had to say. She kept going on and on and on, and she kept writing in her book, and she kept talking, and she was like, well, you need to find somebody who's going to get the kids. That's how she said it. You need to find somebody who's going to get your kids. I was like, well, I don't really have nobody, you know what I'm saying, but they daddy and my baby godmama. So I said, now call your godmama and see if she'll be able to come get Saeja and get Nana, because I ain't got time for these people today. I said, I'm sick and tired of dealing with this fucking app. So I'm arguing back and forth with this girl and talking to her about certain things, this and the third. So Hayward got the kids, and Hayward talking about, oh, no, the girl said, the DSS worker said, when Hayward lift up the shirt, when Hayward lift up a larger shirt, he was like, what kind of mess is this? You got a towel, a washcloth over this boy cut, and a tape. The girl said, maybe, the DSS worker said, maybe we need to take him to the hospital and get it properly treated and get him some medication. I just told the damn DSS worker, the doctor said simply he doesn't need nothing but Neosporin and a wrap on his stomach. I said, but y'all come in here and want to take my kids out of the fucking house. Y'all ain't give me time to get to no store. I said, because it was 3 o'clock in the morning when he went and got in the water, took his bath after I fed them on live on TikTok. After I fed them, he got in the water. He got wet. I didn't have nothing to cover him, but so I put a washcloth over him with the duct tape around it to protect him so he can go to sleep. I said, now y'all come in here acting like goddamn this boy is going through something with this little small burn on him. And then Hay was saying to me, oh, so you didn't properly take care of my son burn like that in front of the DSS worker. I said, don't you try me like that, bruh. I said, because you know damn well I take good care of your damn kids. And the lady was like, y'all don't need to be arguing back and forth. Y'all don't need to be doing all that. Not in front of the kids is what the lady said. The one in the brown, because she was not the caseworker. So when she was saying what she was saying, I wasn't paying that lady no attention. I was arguing with Haywood. That's when I looked at Haywood. When he took them back up there with him, I found out that he didn't go get no Neosporin. He didn't get nothing for him. He didn't wrap it with nothing or nothing. He didn't put nothing on it. But he tried to clarify I needed to do something. But I did the proper thing by putting something over him and shielding him until I got to the store that morning, but they took him out of the house. Hey, so that lane, ain't it? Look like Lane. I don't know him or not, but he showed speak. Look like him in that car, but he the whole thing is fishy because the caseworker, when I walked over to the car with her, I was talking to her and I was like, so how long is gonna be with the case? I was like, how long is gonna be before the kids come back home? I said, because there's no reason why they're supposed to be out the house anyway. The other caseworker that was with her at the time, talking about, don't talk to me, you talk to her. She's over y'all case. So I don't trust her anyway. I stand beside her. She was nervous because I was standing beside her. And I was talking to her. I kept saying, like, y'all keep going about this app. What do y'all have to investigate? That's why I kept saying to the lady. I'm sweating bad, y'all. But I'm about to get off this live in a minute. I kept saying to the lady, I said, what do you have to investigate? She kept saying, I basically got to see if all the stuff that people are saying is false. That's what she kept saying. And I was like, the stuff on this app that I'm showing you now that they say they're going to keep constantly contacting DSS just so they can get the kids out of the house. And I'm showing you stuff on the Read app and you looking at it. Well, when I contact her like 4 days after the kids got out the house, she said simply to me, I got witnesses. She said simply to me, I'm not going by no app. I'm not worried about no app. This is my day off. I'm not going to argue with you or talk to you about anything. I said to her, simply, my kids is not going to daycare. My babies are not going to daycare because she's for only 4 weeks. No, she was only 3 weeks at the time. I said, she only 3 weeks. You got to be 6 weeks to go to daycare. What is this thing you sending to my kids' godmama telling them to put them in? She said she need daycare because she got to work. I said, I understand she need daycare because she got to work, but I'm right here. I said, I can watch my own damn kids. I've been watching my kids. She was like, well, I'm off duty. You don't have to contact me, but if she need child care for the kids, she can apply for the vouchers to put the kids in daycare. She also said that I caused this on myself. That's exactly what she said to me on the phone. She said, you caused this on yourself. I didn't cause this on you. I said, well, I need to speak to your supervisor. I said, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I said, because I don't like dealing with you. She was like, well, here's the 1-800 number, here's the extension. Call my supervisor. And I was like, I got nothing else to say to you. And I hung the phone up. Because it's like talking to the back of a fucking wall when you're trying to talk to this lady about your kids going to daycare because you know the safety and the well-being of your fucking kids going to daycare. So after that conversation I had with her, I talked to Naya. Yeah, she blamed me. She blamed me. So you put yourself in this situation. That's what she said to me. So I talked to Naya, and Naya was sitting beside me on speakerphone. She said, wow, mama, look how she talked to you. That's why I said something in the background. I said, no, you're going to make it worse. So you don't say nothing. You keep quiet. She said, I don't like how the way she talked to you because, first of all, you ain't even doing nothing to hurt nobody. You ain't harming nobody. I don't understand why that's why Naya got mad. Because Naya see everything that goes on. You know what I'm saying? Kids going to get yelled at. Kids going to get fussed at. Kids going to get in situations. But if you got a teenage daughter and a teenage son that sees things, everything, and they know their mama ain't doing nothing wrong to harm them. And this case that's going on now is ridiculous because of a fucking app. And you have nothing to go on. I don't understand. Everything just seems so fucking fishy to me. Like, it's just like God showing me things and the devil trying to step in at the same time. Yeah, they're going to defend their mama at the end of the day. It ain't no physical abuse going on in the home. There's nothing going on. And you going by an app. And everything that, now you're doing good, she's working. Everything that's going on right now is not being properly taken care of the right way. So, it's all crazy. I don't know what. I don't know. They saying, I don't know if it's more than the app or what, but I know when Elijah burned himself with the egg, they probably used that against me, but they couldn't use that against me because I got documents from the doctor where I took him the same night he got burned. And, you know, like make sure I took care of his treatment. I don't know if it's more than just an app. I don't know. I don't know if it's hate going on or what. Tell me, did you ever talk to your oldest? She always seemed comfortable when you were recording. Who? Talking about Leah or Naya? Which ones? I got two oldest now. Which one you talking about? No, I don't think the hospital called no damn DSS. I don't think they did. If they did, then oh well. But ain't nothing I did wrong. I always yell at my kids. I'm a living proof. I always yell at my children. Because I yell because I don't hit them. Y'all done heard me plenty times in my household on my live yelling at Ashay about the trash. Telling Ashay doing his chores. Yelling at Leah can't come when I need help. We in the kitchen or something. Or telling Kaya this or telling Elijah this. You know, like I'm literally honestly things on my live is on my YouTube. I do yell at my kids and I do, you know, fuss at them. But him in any kind of way, my kids never get a beat. They don't know what a switch is. They don't care what a switch is. They don't care about none of that stuff. They ain't even afraid of a stick. I can go get a stick right now. They ain't care. My kids don't care. The police would have showed up. Ain't been no school because ain't nothing going on at the school. They just started the school. So ain't no school got nothing to do with that. Oh yeah, of course they miss their mom. But no. My kids hard head. My kids don't listen to nothing I gotta say. They always been like that. Shit, them kids ain't selling no damn belt, no stick or nothing. That's my babies. They don't care. Shit, the way Kira would get up there and scream to the top of her lungs, I never harm her any kind of way. When Kira get like that, I ask Nia to get her because Nia will calm her down. Or I will ask Leah to get her because Leah will calm her down. Because me personally, you know what I'm saying, my mom, when she's screaming like that, is because a situation she been in before with DSS taking them out of the home. And a lot of things that people don't know about Kira, I know. You know what I'm saying? Because she was torn down. She was tormented in that home that she was in foster care. She was probably not treated right in that home. And I think something happened in that household that caused her to act the way she acted when she came back home. And see, everybody thinks they know everything about Nika's life and they don't know everything. So with the situation with Kira being in that home with them two people, she was the first time she got taken away from me and put into foster care with foster parents. It was something being going on in that household that Kira could not talk about because she couldn't talk at the time. And she was too afraid to even talk on the phone. When I would talk to Kira on the phone, she was a baby at the time. They will make her say things to me to make me feel better. They said, tell your mama you love her. These are the things they used to say when she was with the people in the foster care the first time, the parents that she was staying with. They will say to her, tell your mama you love her, tell her you are okay, tell her you'll talk to her later, and good night. They will tell her what to say because she was a baby at the time. Isaiah will get on the phone and he will hear my voice and he will cry. You will hear screams, the hurt in his body. You will hear the hurt in his body. Me and the landlord, we get along real good. I don't got no problem with her. She real good. It's a story on my YouTube. Y'all have to really go watch my YouTube. I don't really want to talk about the first time what happened with the situation and this and that and the third. I get tired of talking about it because it does hurt me to talk about it. But what I'm saying is, with Isaiah, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. You have to watch the YouTube videos. With Isaiah, when he will hear my voice, I only could talk to them only on Tuesday and Thursdays. When he would hear my voice, I would say, "Hey Isaiah, how you doing?" Like right away, screaming, crying. Mommy, 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 mommy. That's something that's tormenting my children. To hear them scream cries from a telephone. "Mommy, mommy, mommy," and he would cry. And then the man in the background, it was a man. The man that they were staying with and the woman. I guess the husband and the wife. Yeah, there was a white couple. Excuse me. No discrimination on white people. The man would tell him the same thing the lady would tell Kira. Tell your mama you love him, but he was too much crying and choked up to say he loved me. Tell your mama you love her. Tell her good night. And tell her you'll see her tomorrow. You'll see her. You'll talk to her later, something like that. And they had the kids in daycare. That's how Isaiah got so smart, because they had him in daycare. And he would go to daycare every day. He would go to daycare every day, him and Kira, while the people would work. And they would only come. They would only talk to me on Tuesday and Thursdays, if I can remember. And then we would meet up every 2 to 3 months to see them. But physically, Kira needs guidance with this situation. Right now, Kira's with her dad. So, she with daddy. She ain't worrying about nothing. She with her daddy and her siblings. Now, if it had been to a point where she went into a home, Kira wouldn't cope right. But Kira needs a lot of guidance. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I was not telling people the full reason why Kira will scream like that. When Kira first came back home, y'all, I had a lot I had to deal with as a mother, dealing with Kira's situation. And Isaiah. But Isaiah wound up overcoming his fear of what he was going through in that home and knowing that they were back home for good. Now, Kira would wake up in the middle of the night when she first came back home and she would scream like somebody screaming from the grave or something. She would wake up in the middle of the night, she would have hot flashes, and she would scream loud, and she would sweat and cry. And when she first came home, she would sit up in the bed and cry. And I would hold her, and I said, "Kira, it's okay. Mommy's right here. Mommy not going nowhere." And that's the thing people didn't see behind closed doors. Because during that time, I wasn't on TikTok. I wasn't on social media. I was not even nowhere on social media at the time all the stuff was going on. I wound up getting on social media when Nana was born. And I try to talk about my story with certain things, and people start taking it across the internet like something stupid. But yeah, Kira was tore down when she first came back home, and I had to get her adapted to being back home and letting her understand that mommy wasn't going anywhere, and to hold on, that we want to do this together. So all the screaming and cries will come from her leaving her mom. So I don't know if y'all ever seen on the live, if y'all can remember, the day we was trying to put her in a seatbelt. And I didn't hear her at all. In the comments, it was over 1,000 comments. That video went viral across the internet. It was 2.0 million views on that one video. And in the comments, people were saying, beat the shit out of her, pop her. Saying all kind of stuff. She didn't want to get strapped down in her car seat. So she wanted to fight. And I didn't do nothing to harm her in any kind of way. I showed a video. On that video, I showed how calm of a mother I am, with her on and off camera. And I worked with her that day. But that reason why she screamed like that, because Kira going through a lot in her mind. She's a baby, but she understands. She knows what's going on. All right. So did they give you a list, or you have to wait until the investigation? People ain't give me no list on nothing to do. I ain't got no list, no paperwork. I ain't got nothing. They ain't got no paperwork. Nobody got no paperwork. Nobody got nothing. Shit. Nobody got no paperwork. My kids' godmama ain't got no paperwork. Haywood ain't got no paperwork. I ain't got no paperwork. Nobody got nothing. The only person who got paperwork is the DSS worker herself. Ain't nobody got no paperwork or no list or nothing. Nobody got nothing. Nobody got nothing but just what we leaning on is each other. I don't have to watch what I say because of a read app at all. Because what I go through in my life with my kids is on my YouTube. And at the end of the day, I'm not ashamed and afraid to say that my daughter, my Kira, my love, my life was tormented. Because, when you being taken away from your parents, nobody knows how a child feel. And I knew exactly how she feel, because I could feel it in my heart when she would scream and cry when she come back home, and She can't talk. She can't tell what happened to her or how it happened. Or in these foster homes, you don't know what's going on. Nobody know what's going on but the children, you know what I'm saying, that's in these homes. And the only way they can open up about it if they talk to someone. You got foster parents out here today that's abusing these kids. They're not taking care of these kids and properly not feeding them and doing things. But the system feel like it's necessary to keep these kids in foster care or keep them with next to kin because they feel like they're taking them away from a parent that's abusing them or harming them in any physical way. That at least what I think that DSS be thinking sometimes. But you looking at a parent right here in front of you on this live on TikTok right now that's talking about a situation that she's going through right now that I'm dealing with and I'm coping with every day and dealing with for the sake of my children. I don't care about no Read app. I don't care who go and post what on the Read app. I don't care because I'm personally honestly doing what I gotta do to protect me and my children. Every day I'm up on this app or every other day I'm on this app talking about my situation because I feel like everything is fishy. I feel like something is not right, and I feel like me and my kid's father should be able to work things out together without her having any involvements in it. But when they're inside of her household, they agree on what should be right for for my kids, because he's the father of my children. She's not the mother. He's the father. And I feel like it's what we had made best for them to be with him. But still, as being their father, he was supposed to be working with me. You know what I'm saying? Not going against me. So, it's a lot that I have deal with the situation, with this whole thing. So, like, I'm literally don't care. Like, y'all saying, oh, everything you saying going on the Read app. Who cares about a damn Read app? Who cares about who's behind a Read app? I don't care about that shit. Because guess what? My life is my life. I'm living my life. My kid's not around me right now. They're nowhere around me. Yeah, that's what the problem is. You got to see the good in a person. You can't always see a bad in a person. And that's the thing with people. Like, I'm a humble human being, bro. Like, they always want to see the bad in somebody. They don't want to see the good in somebody. I mean, I don't see where I'm bad at all. Like, some days I have my days where I have my flaws, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean physically, mentally, and emotionally. People use my words any damn way. They got my words out there, oh, mentally, physically, and emotionally, da-da-da-da-da, the kids was this and that and the third. Stop using my fucking words on that Read app, too. But anyway, I don't go on that fucking Read app. People send shit to me. When they send it to me, I read it and look at it and keep that shit moving. Appreciate it, love. Hey, LaJayla. How you doing, girl? Like I say, I'm out here in the heat right now. I'm sitting in the car. Look at this. Sitting in the heat, sweating to death, talking to y'all on this live. Because I ain't got no life right now. I ain't got nothing going for myself right now. I don't have my kids. I'm basically by myself. I haven't eat all day. I got a little few change to go get something to eat if I wanted to go eat. I don't want to mention the name, but appreciate everything that's going on. Like, I still got my true supporters. I haven't eat all day, and it's like 5:00 in the afternoon. Because I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat. I need to get me something to drink because I'm sweating to death, which I'm about to go get something to drink in a minute. I haven't moved out this parking lot yet. I've been sitting here for a minute on the live using their Wi-Fi. That's the reason why I'm sitting here, because I'm using these people Wi-Fi. Because the data on my phone, I paid my phone bill on this phone, but the data is not unlimited. So I'm basically using these people Wi-Fi while hot talking to y'all in this fucking car. I'm fully clothed. Well, I'm dressed. I'm me. I'm still doing me regardless at the end of the day. Like, this stuff gonna pass over and everything will be done and over with. And I could just get the fuck out of this city and move my kids somewhere and not put them on camera unless it's on my YouTube. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I ain't got nothing to hide. And I essentially don't have to lie about anything. Like I was saying, how you doing? Like I was saying, everybody got things going on in their life right now that's too ashamed and too afraid to open up about anything they got going on. Nika never was that way. And anybody, before I got on any TikTok app, I was always like this. But since I got on camera and I went out there and went viral across the internet, people just want to know who I am. They want to know my story. They want to know what I'm about. They want to know what I got going on. And like I always tell y'all, people can relate to what I got going on. Some people going through this shit right now and looking at me like, damn, I'm going through the same thing she's going through. But she's on live talking about her situation. She opening up about it. Because I'm not afraid of anything. The only person I should be afraid of, only thing I should be afraid of is death. And that's the only thing that I am afraid of. I ain't afraid of nothing in this fucking world that I have to face. Anything that I have to face. And that is real nigga shit. I ain't afraid to face anything in front of me. Because the situation that I'm in is nothing bad. Because there's nothing that I done wrong. and I can see if I done something wrong, then I will be ashamed to come on camera and talk about it. I will be ashamed to get out here and be like, oh yeah, da da, and make up all these lies. No, I'm not ashamed of nothing that happened. They got taken away because of false allegation. They got taken away because somebody going out here lying and telling lies and all this stuff. So be it. They with their parent, they other parent right now, might as well say, they other parent. And I'm still their parent. I'm still biologically their mother. I'm still got legal custody of my children. My kids has not been taken through the court. I can see they can be taken through the court. Then that means, oh yeah, I done something real harmful for the judge to say, okay, yeah, take the kids out of the home. Because the judge makes the decision. You know what I'm saying? So that's a difference. But no, it's just DSS with their paperwork and their decisions on what they want to do. So more power to them. More power to them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get something to eat and something to drink. I'm about to get off this live because I'm getting hot. Oof. I been hot. That man got him something to eat going. Sweating bullets. I'm supposed to clean my car out today. I'm still gonna do it when the sun go down. It's all I do every day, y'all. It's like basically still live my life and do what I normally do. Make my YouTube videos and get up there and talk about life, because people really want to know what's going on in my life, and they really can actually go look at the YouTube videos 101 times if they like. But I always tell them, you putting money in our pockets because you making us, y'all gonna let us get that big house that we actually want and that big car and that we wanted, because y'all actually showing support on my YouTube channel, and I really appreciate it all. I have talked to Kaya. That's the only one I talked to. I spoke with the kids one time, and that was it. Well, yeah. People always say I'm at the laundromat. They always say I'm cooking. They always say I'm doing things for my children. But like I tell y'all, I always say this: people don't see the good in people; they see the bad in people. And motherlyhood is not easy, and it doesn't come with a handbook. It doesn't come with a handbook. And nobody taught me how to be a mother. I taught myself how to be a mother when I gave birth to my first child, which is Naya. I had to teach myself how to love. I had to teach myself how to give love. I had to teach myself how to take care of a child. You know what I'm saying? So all the things that I'm going through right now is making me stronger. It ain't making me weaker. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the best mother my kids will ever have. And my phone about to fucking die. All I know is you live and you learn from your mistakes. Let me put the green screen on. I gotta get out of the car. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get some air. I'm back. But anyway, like I said, I had to get some air or whatever. I had to step inside the place right quick. I don't have the green screen. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shit. Let me see what this got going on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I do green screen. What is this? Just you got, you got Friday. I work every day next week except for Saturday and Sunday. They close on Saturdays because we don't got enough people to work. Your birthday. All right, so it's about Doritos. This is Monday. Well, that's good. That's good too. All right, you have to send that to me. I'll be there. Forget. Anyways, what the hell was that? Why this damn shit? Hold on. There's a mirror on it. Ooh. Anyways, y'all, just jumped on this live to talk to y'all a little bit about everything, cause I just seem like, I got a life. I got rights. I got a life. Um, I just wanna let everybody know one thing before I end this live, that no matter the situation I'm going through or how I'm going through it, the oh, that must be the owner right there. No matter the situation I'm going through or how I'm going through it, I still got my true supporters on my side, and I appreciate that. The ones that did help out the Amazon wishes for my kids, I appreciate it. Um, and the ones that are sending me text messages to my phone and sending me these screenshots of what's going on in the Read app, I appreciate that too as well, because I don't get on it, so I can know what's going on. But anyways, um, let me get off this live. I'm gonna see you guys later. Don't forget to go look at don't forget to look at the YouTube videos. Don't forget to watch the ads. I'll be back on here later on tonight because I'm gonna be bored. So I'll see you guys later on. Once put me in my truly. Um, I'm good, Desiree. Everything good. I don't need help with nothing. Only thing I need help with is getting my kids back in my house. That is it. I want my babies back. So once put me in my truly, I'll see you guys later. I love y'all.